Empty shelves, scorched fields, and rising prices are no longer isolated warnings. This episode asks whether AI can help stop the next food crisis before it spreads across continents. What if the first sign of famine isn't seen in a market, but from space, in data, weeks or months earlier? 733 million people faced hunger in 2023, and the next food crisis may already be forming. But what if AI could spot it before shelves go empty and crops fail? Food crises don't begin only when harvests collapse. They build quietly, through drought, war, fertilizer shocks, broken transport, pests, and prices that climb just enough to push families over the edge. The World Bank warns that a 1% rise in food prices can push 10 million people into extreme poverty. And while 733 million people faced hunger in 2023, roughly 1/3 of food produced for people is still lost or wasted. So the real question isn't just how to grow more. It's how to see trouble early enough to act. In a moment, the system changing this story comes into focus. Not in one machine, but across the entire food chain. Here's the breakthrough. AI turns food security from a slow, reactive system into an early warning network. First, satellites and remote sensors watch fields, reservoirs, and vegetation health, flagging drought stress or crop decline before it is visible from the road. The IPCC has already concluded climate change is reducing food security in many regions. Next, machine learning models combine that imagery with weather patterns, soil data, and local history to forecast yields and identify where shortages may emerge. On the ground, computer vision scans leaves for disease, while precision tools guide irrigation and fertilizer exactly where needed. Critical in a sector that uses about 70% of global freshwater withdrawals. Then the same logic moves downstream. AI forecasts demand, monitors cold chains, and reroutes shipments to cut spoilage, targeting the 1.3 billion tons of food lost or wasted each year. It's not magic. It's earlier signals, faster decisions, less waste. So yes, AI may help spot the next food crisis before markets panic. Not by ending hunger on its own, but by detecting crop stress, water risk, disease, and supply chain weakness early enough for farmers, governments, and aid systems to respond. 10 to 20 years from now, the most resilient food systems may function like living radar, predicting shocks, saving water, cutting waste, and helping feed nearly 10 billion people with far fewer blind spots. But only if access is shared. The next food crisis may already be forming. The difference, for the first time, is that we may not have to wait for hunger to see it. If this shifted how you see the future, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and join us for the next breakthrough.